To begin the prime number approach to finding the lowest common denominator, draw a table with 4 columns and add multiple rows, as already seen in the video. At the top of the second, third, and fourth column, place the denominators 3, 4, and 2. Start with 2, which is the first prime number, and place it in row 2 in the first column. So we'll divide by 2. Divide each denominator by the 2. If the denominator is not divisible by 2, place the denominator in the cell. If the denominator is divisible by the prime number, perform that operation and place the result in the cell. So 3 divided by 2, we would just write 3 here. 4 divided by 2 would be 2. 2 divided by 2 would be 1. Okay. In this case, the 3 is not divisible by 2, but the 4 and 2 are. The goal is to have a 1 in each cell. Can you use the same prime number again? So could we use 2 again? We absolutely could. So in the second row, we divide by 2. 3 divided by 2 does not. 2 divided by 2, 1. And the 1 divided by 2 we would leave as 1. Can you use the same prime number again? No. 2 doesn't go into 3, 1, or 1. However, the next prime number that we come across is 3. Now our goal is to make sure that in our last row we have all 1s. So if we do the 3 divided by 3, that is 1. We have a 1 and a 1. Now that we have 1 in all of our last row, we are ready to find our lowest common denominator. Now to calculate the lowest common denominator, we're going to multiply all the prime numbers used. So 2 times 2 times 3. And that came from all the prime numbers in our first column. Now, when we multiply 2 times 2 times 3, that will give us a lowest common denominator of 12. So 12 in this case is the lowest common denominator. To find the new numerators, you must multiply the numerators by the multiplier of the denominator to obtain the LCD. So in our first fraction, 2 over 3, to get that to 12, we would multiply the 3 by a 4, which means the 2 would be multiplied by a 4, which would give us 8 over 12. Okay. In the next fraction was 7 over 4. To get that over 12, we would multiply the 4 by 3, which means we would multiply the top by 3 as well, which would be 21 over 12. And in the last fraction, 1/2, to put that over the lowest common denominator of 12, we would multiply by 6, top and bottom, and that would give us 6 over 12.